It's Ali Garcet, or Ali the Agent. Welcome back to my channel. This video is going to cover everything you need to know before switching brokerages as a real estate agent. I'm going to cover the important items of what you need to know before you switch firms. You might feel like your growth is being stunted right now. You might feel like you can make more money elsewhere. Maybe you don't vibe with the culture and with the brokerage in the way that you used to when you first started. You're not given enough resources in order to succeed, or maybe you're just plain out giving too much of your hard-earned commission away. The good news is that you do not have to switch brokerages blind. In fact, don't switch brokerages blind. Attend their trainings first. Be a fly on the wall for as many activities as you can be. Ask if you can take a look at their checklist, that brokerage's canned emails that each agent sends out to their buyer clients, to their seller clients. Ask others to show you what their onboarding process is like. Reach out to the other agents in that community that are full-time and see how they're liking it. By seeing how they do things, you'll realize if this is a brokerage that you want to be a part of or not. That will make your transition a lot smoother and less stressful. To back it up just a little bit, I think the biggest mistake that agents make when they're getting into real estate is keeping their previous W-2 mindset, especially now that they are now an entrepreneur. Questions like, will your brokerage provide me leads? That's an important question, but not for the reason you might think. Why? Because you don't want your brokerage providing you leads. That's because a lot of times that means they are spending a lot of money to be able to give you those leads. Therefore, take a huge chunk out of your commission in order for them to continue getting more leads for you. Therefore, that split might be 40-60, it might be 50-50. Especially if you're new, you do not want to become dependent on someone else to feed you and your business and your family. There's a reason you left being in a W-2. All that's going to do is make you a bitter agent a year or two down the road once you know how to handle buyers, once you know how to handle sellers, and you're going to realize, why am I paying so much when I know how to do this? I'm finding my own clients. Why am I paying other people portions of my commission that I worked hard for? The whole name of the game is for you to be independent. You are an independent contractor. I understand this is a contrarian opinion. You might not think you're going to be able to find your own leads when you're first starting in the business, but if you truly think that, I really suggest you work on your mindset first, because you can. You're the entrepreneur. Instead, the questions you should be asking are, can you show me the systems and the trainings that you give to agents so they find their own leads, so we don't have to rely on you? When do I have to give a portion of my commission? Can I talk to those agents? Schedule a Zoom call with them and dive deep into exactly what you are going to be receiving. So stop thinking, what leads are they going to give me, and instead ask, how are the resources that they're providing going to catapult me and my business so I can scale? So how long does the process take of switching brokerages? The whole thing should not take even more than 2 or 3 business days. Once you apply to a new brokerage, at least with EXP, it takes like 2 business days, no more than that. Usually the part that's going to take the longest is you telling your current firm that you're leaving and saving all of your information, your data, etc., which I'll get into later. I talk to a lot of agents that are considering switching brokerages, and the biggest issue that they have is working up the courage to tell their broker. A lot of times it's an emotional decision. They think, hey, this broker has been so loyal to me, and I'm loyal to them because they helped me get into the business. They helped me do my first couple of transactions, which I understand. But at that point, your loyalty lies with your broker instead of with you and your family that you are feeding. I want you to know that as soon as you tell your broker or your brokerage that you're leaving, chances are they're going to shut off your email. They're going to shut off access to your CRM. They're going to shut everything off. So you need to be prepared. They're also probably going to hit you with a form to sign saying that anyone under the sun that you ever connected with while you were with their brokerage is now their leads and their leads only. Look at your ICA. And also to note, if you do apply with EXP will not let anybody else know that you have applied with them. I don't know if that's the same thing with other brokerages, but with EXP, if you apply, your current brokerage is not going to find out. So you can start the EXP application and then tell your current brokerage on your own time. So let's talk leads. You're going to need to decide what to do with your current leads. And it really comes down to, what does your ICA say? Your ICA will tell you whether or not those clients you can take with you to a new brokerage, or whether you want to simply refer them to someone else in the brokerage that is staying there, and that way you could just get a referral fee and just start fresh at the new brokerage. When I talk to a lot of these agents, a lot of them say, hey, I just want to finish out the listings that I have now. I should be selling all these listings in around 3 months from now, and then at that point I'm going to switch over. But then fast forward 3 months, they have sold those couple of listings, but they also have now more clients, and the cycle just continues. So you need to have, for your own personal reasons, a hard stop date. At what point, no am I actually going to leave this current brokerage and go into a new one? Now let's talk caps. If you have capped at your current brokerage, eXp will honor that cap as long as you apply for the cap deferment program before you start onboarding. It's pretty simple. If you want more information on that, you can just message me or comment below, switching firms, or we can just book a one-on-one call and we can talk about it there too. But that pretty much means if you have done the hard work at another brokerage and you've capped, eXp will honor that. That's fine. You can come in fully capped into eXp. Let's talk about your database. Do not forget that unless you have been paying for your own private CRM, not related to your brokerage, chances are that every single person in that CRM now belongs to your broker, your brokerage. Again, it depends on your ICA, and you probably won't have access to them once they've cut you off. So download your CRM into a CSV file or some other file that you can take with you into your new brokerage. Again, read your ICA. Number two, any sort of process checklist that you have working with buyer, seller, investor, referral, etc., save it so that way you can hit the ground running once you transfer over. I also recommend, as you're researching and interviewing other brokerages, if you're not set already, do not pay royalty fees. Your clients don't care what brokerage you're part of. Old school brokerages love to charge their agents and make extra money off the agent's back just by them having the opportunity to say, I'm with XYZ brokerage. So just make sure you don't have to pay any desk fees, royalty fees, franchise fees. You shouldn't have to pay an extra 6% just for a logo that someone else created that literally does you no good. The fees you should be paying for are a CRM if your brokerage pays for your CRM, a website if your brokerage pays for your website, perhaps a phone number, etc. Once you have started the transfer into switching into a new firm, make sure that you tell your MLS, make sure you update it on NAR so that way everything has your updated license. As I mentioned before, a lot of times as soon as a broker realizes that you're out of there, they're going to cut your email access off, and if that is your only realtor business email, you're so make sure that if your only business email is the email that your brokerage provided you, get another one and get another one fast, whether it's Gmail for free, which is what I would recommend, or GoDaddy and just set up your own domain, do that. I would download all the emails that you currently have into a file again, maybe onto a CD, I don't know, something old school, whatever, or just digitally, but save everything, save the contacts in your Outlook or your Gmail, whatever you're currently using, update your signature block once you get your new email, change all of your social media to reflect all your current brand, and order new signs. Tell your local sign business that you've switched brokerages, or go onto your eXp website and order signs that way, or just your local store, and make sure those signs reflect the for sale signs, the open house, the directionals, everything. If you still use business cards, get new ones too. I don't use business cards. I don't think that there's a need for them anymore, but if you do, don't forget to switch those over as well. With eXp, you're given a credit, so either the business cards are free, or maybe like some marketing folders, like physical folders are free. Whatever you would like to purchase within that credit that you're given on the eXp marketing store, you're able to do that. And remember, finally, that ultimately, although the new brokerage you've chosen may have more resources for you and perhaps a better split, no one is going to care about this business more than you, which is why agents are partnering with me from all over the country. They're joining our group of realtors in our crazy realtor community. They're going from doing 3 transactions a year and barely making any money to breaking 6 figures in 8 months. They're going from making a certain amount at their previous brokerage and then doubling everything of what they made that previous year in 2 months once they join us. Agents within our downline have had a ton of success, myself included, and that's because the agents that are in our downline are surrounded by people who want to see them succeed. We pour into them with the resources, with the accountability, the free coaching calls, one-on-one calls. So if you're content and you're happy making $70,000, $80,000 a year forever and you don't want to learn how to invest, or you're not really interested in becoming financially independent or retiring early, that's fine. But if you want to have massive success and really learn how to treat this as a business, you have to surround yourself by other realtors who are also treating it as a business and also investing on the side and are paying off their properties in 6 years as opposed to 30 and are already financially independent and are making $300,000 a year or more. Put yourself in those circles and you'll find that these people are always trying to improve, holding themselves to higher and higher standards, and not accepting that just because the market is down and just because 60% of realtors' business is down this year, that does not affect them. They're innovative. They're always thinking about what to tweak, what to change, what to improve for their clients. In our group, we have 3 core values. Number 1 is you have to take complete ownership over everything. There is no complaining. There is no, oh, it's that person's fault. No, it's always your fault. There was always a reason how you could have improved that situation. Number 2 is over communicating. Communication is the number 1 complaint of realtors. So if you over communicate, you already are standing out from the rest. And number 3 is being proactive. And that's literally thinking 2 steps ahead. What can I do? What's going to happen 2 steps from now? So that way I can just take care of it now. I can answer the client's questions now before they even realize they have that as a question. If you have any questions, feel free to set up a one-on-one call with me. I'm more than happy to talk to you about your goals, talk to you about why you're unhappy, why you're not content right now at your current brokerage. Let's talk, completely confidential. I'm not trying to sell you. I just want to know what your goals are. Message me for more information. Thanks for following.